Hello everyone. I hope you all have done very great in exam 2 and now taking preparation for the final exam. So today in this video we are going to see chapter 12 valuation uh, free cash flow approach, and if you can see here, like for fundamental valuation, how you can calculate the value. So we have to like discount the projected future payoff. And if there is growth rate, we will also incorporate growth rate uh, with the discount. So we will see when we solve the practice questions. These are like free cash flow formula, how you can get the free cash flow. And so, all right. So from here, you can see the formula for calculating the value in a company using the free cash flow method. And here you can see like for your for different year, you just need to discount it with your weighted average cost of capital. So the if you have this rate in your question, you can easily discount it each of the cash flow. And at the end of the period, there is a terminal value or horizon value. So when uh, you need to like discount or take the present value of that horizon value as well. It will be very clear if you can see and practice question here. You can see like there are 6 years free cash flow, year 1 to 6, and the weighted average cost of capital is 9% is given. So we are going to discount it by 9%, which is 1 plus 9% is 1.09, and we discount it for 6 years, right? For each of the cash flow. So after 6 years, you forecast that free cash flow will be grow at a constant 3 rate. So we have to like after 6 years, our new cash flow should be 6.18 instead of 6, and we discount now this terminal value by 9% with the growth rate, because the horizontal value with a 3% constant growth rate at year 6. So after 6, there should be a growth rate for 3%. So we incorporate this growth rate, we subtract it from the discount rate, and we got our 103 million horizon value for year 6. So you can see in the formula for the first part, this is all our free cash flow. You discount it with the regular discount rate. And here the horizon value. You already calculate the horizon value here, and you now discount it and now add up to get the present value of the company. All right. So just remember that the last two part should be one is critical when you calculate the horizon value. So you take the present value for free cash flow for that year, and you also discount your horizon value for that year, right? Same thing here for problem 1. You can see you have 4 year free cash flow, and you just discount it with the cost of capital of 10% for each of the year. And you see after 3 years there is a growth rate of 4%. So now after 3 years, this 6, you when you take the growth of 4%, you get 6.24, and with the discount rate and growth rate, you got 104 million horizon value for that. The same thing for the last for the years 3, you discount the free cash flow part, and also you discount the horizon value part to get your actual present value. So similarly, company evaluation problem 2 is the same. There's like just different numbers. These all are kind of same. We can see how we can calculate weighted average cost of capital here. All right, so consider the following information for company ABC. Debt is like 75 million, book value outstanding. The debt is trading at 90% of book value. So we have our debt 90% of this book value. So we multiply it, and you got our actual debt market value is 67.5 billion. So now we have market value for debt 67.5. The yield to maturity is 9%. We'll use it in later. So the equity portion, like 2.5 million shares selling at 42 per share. So the market value is 42 per share, multiply with the number of shares, and we got 105 million of equity, right? So now you have the market value of debt, you have the market value of equity, and now we need the proportion of debt to the total value. proportion of the equity to the total value, right? So our debt is 67.5. We over our total value 67.5 plus 105, and we get the same proportion for the equity. So out of total value, the debt portion is 39% and equity portion is 61%. That's what the weight, right? Like, because we are calculating weighted average cost of capital. So we got the weight for equity 61%. We got the debt for um, weight for debt is 39%. So now we just get this 39% and we interact with our tax adjustment, which is uh, 0.21. So we got the tax bracket because like for debt we have tax advantage, right? So we adjust the tax rate here, and also the yield to maturity is 9%, so we include the 9% with that bond. And for the equity part, we have our proportion of 61%, and the expected return for this equity is 18%, which is 0.18. And you just calculate the simple calculation to get your after tax weighted average cost of capital is 13.75%. So remember that when you calculate this kind of math, uh, just things you need to just like remember what are the things related to the debt, what are the related things related to the equity, and then you just adjust it to get your wasted average cost of capital. All right. I hope this video helps you to understand how company make valuation based on cash flow approach. In other video, I'll try to show relative valuation approach. Uh, yeah. Thank you.